From the gutter to the government, from the streets to the seats. This is the National Day of Service, and I will serve. It's a National Day of Service for Martin Luther King and the Martin Luther King Center, the King family. I applied for his job February the 2nd, 2011, and I got locked up for doing it. I've been labeled a terrorist in 2 different states, 3 different times. I'm an activist. It's community in crisis, all right? Your first 100 days has been protecting white supremacy. I use Public Accommodations Act, 1964, time to pee, the right to use the toilet. Like I said, I applied for Martin Luther King's job, and y'all keep disrespecting me. Shorty, pull your mask up? No. I went city, county, state, and federal levels. I went from California to New York, Chicago to Austin, Texas. I've been everywhere, man. I'm Shorty. I'm a champion for justice, and it ain't gonna be just us. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Like I said, I applied for Martin Luther King's job. If you deny you know me on earth, will you deny you know me in heaven? Well, we're going to have a roll call. That's Chief Judge Mary Barbera. That's President Biden. That's President Trump. That's the IRS. Martin Luther King said you wrote a check with insufficient funds. Well, you wrote a check that y'all's ass can't cash when it come to me. That's the IRS. Y'all owe me $250 million. I was making a documentary about the Democratic Party. Sarbanes, Mikulski, Cardins, Kwesi Mfume, Johnny Oleski, Mayor Brandon Scott. If y'all let Brandon Sotomayor and Maynard Woods make We Got a Monster, dog, I got a beast, and I got the machine. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. Y'all made me famous. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, I'm gonna unmask Baltimore. Westmore, you said no one left behind, and I'm gonna make sure you do that. That's my phone number, 443-831, and that's how long I've been doing this. January the 2nd, 2008, till the present date. That means all mail, emails, and everything. That's the state prosecutor's office. Y'all gonna have to get my paperwork. That's Al Redmer. Like I said, I was insured. Y'all gotta pay that off. I'm downtown Baltimore. I'm at Starbucks. And we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it just like this. Justice for all. That's the NAACP. And y'all got this. And like I said, Public Accommodations Act, 1964. They said if you want to hide something, hide it in a book. I got it in a book. That's me and Martin Luther King. That's how long I've been working this thing. How long I've been working this. You feel me? That's Westmore and Shorty. Monopoly, the Cheaters Edition. That's Thurgood Marshall and Justice for All, NAACP. Opening remarks by Billy Murphy. We talking about crime and justice, and it ain't gonna be just us in 2023. That's President Biden. That's the 13th Amendment. That's Marilyn Mosby. That's Governor Hogan and Shorty and Mayor Pugh and Boyd Rutherford. This is the Shorty program. All right, the Shorty program. Social, economic, political, medical. I gave you careers, religious callings, health and medical, construction, business, real estate, horticulture, visual arts, political involvement, photography, journalism, technology, and cultural exchanges. Governor Hogan got all this. So does Westmore. Like I said, it's an educational moment. Y'all made me famous for toilets. It's art and activism, the art of protest. We got a right to vote. And we talking about voter suppression. We going to the Supreme Court with this. It's a Shorty's Traveling Art Show. And right here it says, in regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. That's Senator Ben Cardin's, 2007. Received 2008. These are letters from the inmates in the Lake County Jail. All right, just like letters from a Birmingham jail. Martin Luther King wrote letters from a Birmingham jail, and he told you about the haves and the have-nots. Y'all created the haves and the have-nots to the 13th power. You got black people selling black people into slavery in the 21st century. You got black people selling black people into slavery. You contact Reverend Al Sharpton and ask him about Shorty. You contact TMZ.com and ask him about Shorty. You ask any black leadership in the state of Maryland to say my name, and they won't address this issue. I was kidnapped by the state because I applied for Martin Luther King's job. I gave a day of service. No, I gave my life to this service. I gave my life to this service. And I want justice. You working for who? You work for the people or you work for the machine? Because that's who's on my team. That's my mentor. You say he's yours. That's how long I've been doing it. From 2008 to the present date. I applied for his job and the state of Maryland owes me $250 million. You stole intellectual property. You let Pam Woods make We Got a Monster. You let Justin Fenton do We Run the City. You let them make Baltimore The Wire. Well, how are you going to stop me from making Martin Luther King? Keeping the dream alive. Keeping the dream alive. Keeping the dream alive.